Good morning, children. Hope you people are doing well. Welcome to second term, children. Hope you people have enjoyed your Dasera holidays. Children, I hope you remember that in our first term we have completed Unit 4. Now we will start our second term with Unit 5, Social Issues. Today we will discuss the style sheet and the face sheet of Unit 5. The theme for Unit 5 is social issues. What is social issue, children? A social issue is a problem that influences many citizens within a society. It is often a consequences of factors extending beyond an individual's control. Social evils are the hurdles for the development of the country. You will yourself see that this statement is true to a greater extent. Social evils refer to any undesirable condition that is opposed by the whole society or by a section of the society. India is facing large number of social evils such as illiteracy, casteism, corruption, gender discrimination, domestic violence, poverty, child marriages, child labor, untouchability, etc. Social evils in Indian society became a serious concern in the present day world. They are gradually affecting the roots of a culture and are blocking its rapid growth on the global chart. It is necessary to get rid of these social evils. Now see children, there are a number of social evils that are exploiting our society now. Let us go one by one. The first one is population explosion. The population of India is estimated to be over 1.27 billion. It ranks second in the highest populated category. Two of the main reasons for this social issue could be natural increase in the birth rate and decrease in the death rate, and the net increase in population caused due to excessive immigration. Let us have a look at the solution to check population explosion. The first one is promote family planning. Government incentives. Make education entertaining and empowering women. Let us move to a second social evil, that is corruption. Corruption is the misuse of authority as a result of consideration of personal gain which need not be monetary. In its simplest sense, corruption may be defined as an act of bribery or misuse of public position of power for the fulfillment of selfish motives or to gain personal gratification. Nowadays, corruption can be seen everywhere. It is like cancer in public life. It is widespread in India, and as long as it will remain, justice and fair dealing won't exist. Let us have a look at the solution of corruption. Pay public employees a living wage, establish surveillance at the workplace, improve anti-corruption teams, promote transparency and access to information, educating citizens against corruption. A third social evil is poverty. Another major problem we are facing is poverty. Poverty refers to a situation when people's basic needs are not fulfilled. The causes of poverty are lack of education and shortage of opportunities and resources. As the adage goes, India is a rich country with poor people. Wealth in India is concentrated in the hands of fraction of population. Let us have a look at the solutions where how poverty can be checked. Poverty can be checked by increasing job opportunities. It will decrease the rate of unemployment, which ultimately results in the decrease of poverty in economy. Government should take more steps towards charity, trust, etc. There is a need for initiatives of paid leave to the workers. The education system should be reformed and initiatives should be taken to bring more children to schools. Our next social evil is the caste system. The caste system is one of the greatest social evil plaguing our country today. It is a system defining class or assigning status to individual from the time of birth. In India, the caste system is mainly professional based. India In India, the caste system is mainly professional based. India has been a victim of caste system since ages. The main reason behind the growth of caste system is the assignment of caste based on job specialization. There were different types of jobs in the society which were done by the people based on their capability. The division of the job based on specialization resulted on caste system. Let us have a look for the solution. Education will help the people to become aware of the disadvantages of caste system. Caste system can be discouraged through social education in rural areas. There is a need for widespread social change in favor of equality of human beings. Our next social evil is child marriages. Child marriages in India, according to the Indian law, is a marriage where either the woman is below age of 18 or the man is below age 21. Most child marriages involve underage women, many of whom are in a poor socio-economic condition. Child marriages estimate vary widely between sources as to extent and scale of child marriages. UNICEF publication have estimated India's child marriage rate to be 47% in 1998, while UN reports it to be 30% in 2005. There have been many acts implemented to stop child marriages, but we find child marriage still practiced in the rural areas. The only solution to stop child marriages is education. Educated people from society should raise voice against child marriages. Our next social evil is the dowry system. Dowry is a social evil in the society that has caused unimaginable tortures and crimes towards women. Yes, no children, daily in newspaper you find many articles where many women are killed because of dowry. The dowry system can put great financial burden on the bride's family. In some cases, the dowry system leads to crime against women ranging from emotional abuse, injury, and even deaths. The solutions to stop dowry system is to educate girls, encourage them to have their own career, treat them equally without any discrimination. Do not encourage the practice of giving or taking dowry. The next social evil is child labor. India has more child workers than any other country in the world. This incidence is increasing day by day. In a country, 1/3 of the houses have a working child. According to the rough estimate, there are around 50 million child laborers in India. Such children are deprived of much needed love of their parents. They are denied opportunity for growth, development, learning, etc. Let us have a look at the solutions to eradicate child labor. Parental awareness of child labor can prevent disruption in schooling and pushing of children into labor. More stringent laws and effective implementation. Encourage children's enrollment in school. Discouraging people to employ children in homes, shops, factories, etc. Supporting NGOs like Save the Children and CRY. The most evil that is exploiting our society is untouchability. Untouchability is the practice of discriminating various individuals and groups based on their caste and jobs done by them. Untouchability is practiced for very long time. It works on the Indian caste system. The untouchables usually bear inhuman treatment and because they belong to the lower class. They have been going through various kind of discrimination at almost all the places. The solution to check untouchability is spread of education, employment facility, abolition of caste system, encouragement of intercaste marriages, bringing public awareness to abolish this problem. So children, you have seen now a number of social evils that are prevailing in a society. Now the only and only solution to eradicate or to reduce the social evils is education. It is 100% literacy to eradicate all the social evils. Giving proper education to all is the main thing we have to do to abolish the social evils. Now let us have a look at the face sheet. Where the world has not been broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, into the heavens of freedom, my father, let my country awake. These are the lines written by the famous author Rabindranath Tagore. These lines talk about the heaven of freedom in which country are not divided on the basis of their caste, creed, color, religion, language, culture, etc. The phrase narrow domestic wall means communal differences and casteism that can be harmful by raising the walls of separation and narrowness. So children, do you understand what Rabindranath Tagore wants? What he dreams of a country like in heaven where all the people will be equal, where there will be no differentiation, no discrimination based on the caste, creed or religion. Tagore prays to God that he should lead the nation to such an ideal state of heaven. So I hope children everyone has understood this. Now it's time for you to take down the homework. Please take down the homework. Write a speech on social evils are the hurdles for the development of the country. Thank you.